All right, recordings are on.
All right, thank you all for joining us for the East Aurora Village Board meeting for March 16, 2026. If you could please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Maureen, can I get a roll call, please?
Trustee Lizikis.
Here.
Trustee Cameron.
Here.
Trustee Vijay.
Here.
Trustee Flynn.
Here.
Trustee Rabe.
Here.
Trustee Shear.
Here.
Mayor Mercurio.
Present.
7 present, 0 absent.
Thank you. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes of the Village Board meeting for March 2, 2026?
Motion.
Moved by Jeff, second.
Second.
Second by Molly. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Can I get a motion to approve the payment of abstract for March 16, 2026, the abstracts for 2025 and 2026 fiscal year for a total of $61,343.39?
So moved.
Moved by Kristen, second.
Second.
Second by Ernie. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. This is our first speakers and communications. We do have a public hearing today, so if you want to speak on the public hearing, please hold off. You'll get a chance to do so when we open that up. Meanwhile, we'll have a speakers and communications now. You'll have 2 minutes to speak. When recognized, come up, give us your name and address. There'll be a second one at the end of the meeting if you think is something that you wanted to chime in on. Anybody want to speak right now? Sir?
Good evening, Tim Noon, 764 Oakwood Avenue, here tonight as a member of the Village Tree Board, just to provide an update to the board on planning for Arbor Day. We are once again this year planning an Arbor Day celebration at the high school. It's been many years in the running now that we've been doing a Arbor Day celebration with high school, the environmental science class. There'll be a proclamation that comes for a mayoral signature, but also there'll be invites to the board as well to come to that. It's a great tradition.
It's a great tradition.
Great tradition.
I love it. The kids are all there, and they're all talking about the trees, and they all have
Yeah.
something to say, and
It's kid-led.
I love going to that.
So that's basically it. We just wanted to share that news for you all, but also for the village to sort of hear that and sort of understand. A lot of emphasis on trees over the past year or two. We're doing something really good here this April. So end of April, stay tuned for the invite.
Midday on a weekday, though, right?
That's
Which
it,
makes it
yeah.
tricky for some of the folks who have to work, but yeah.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah,
But it's
it is a great event.
it's a great event.
Thanks, Tim.
That's it.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Anyone else?
Nancy Smith, 195 Sycamore. I wanted to just reiterate how much I respect and appreciate everything that you guys do on this board. You're giving your time and your bandwidth. So especially today, I wanted to say 3 cheers to Molly and Grace for the time that you've served on the board. Thank you very, very much. You've been big advocates for trees, which is what often gets me here. But what I've gotten to witness this last year is the so many difficult decisions that you all have to grapple with. This is not easy, and so I wanted to reiterate how much I appreciate that. And in particular, Molly, I'm going to call you out.
Oh.
I attended the budget meeting that was on a Saturday, and I've heard stories about it being this marathon session. I was only there for 2.5 hours. I think it goes on way more than that. But we were talking about trees and a proposal from Bradley Tree, and I think I heard you say, we need to just do this. So, I don't know if that's a direct quote. But
It is, probably. It sounds like it.
It says it a lot. Totally.
And if I'm understanding it correctly, it looks like that's on the agenda tonight.
Yep.
Under considerations K and L. So I thought it'd be especially cool if that gets to happen on your last meeting.
Thank you very much.
Then, Mayor Pete, I have a question. I noticed in the opening remarks at the candidates forum, you mentioned a tree management plan. And I hadn't heard you mention that before the forum, so I just wondered if you could clarify what it refers to.
Sure, Jeff, do you want to touch on this, please?
Yeah, so we're going to get some training from Jared from Bradley Tree, and the village really has never had a maintenance program on these young trees that we plant. So Jared's going to come out a couple days, train a specific crew on, establishing that main leader root collar, root flare, proper mulching, all that stuff. So we're going to get good training on that, and we'll probably do it on trees that we plant that are 2 years old, but I'd like to get the last 5 years done within this year. He said normally like a 2-year-old tree will only take 5 to 10 minutes, and it helps so much, so that's what we're working on.
It's great, Jeff. I mean, we give out these trees to village residents in the right of way, and then this helps make sure they thrive and stay alive and get going early on, and hopefully the deer don't eat them. But having them come in and do this will actually allow them to train Jeff and his crew. Jeff is going back to be an arborist himself, which will add a whole nother benefit to the village, and I'm sure cost savings to the village taxpayers as well. So it's very, very forward-thinking, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Miss, did you want to talk, or?
Sorry, sir.
Oh. All right, that closes our first speakers and communicate. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you, buddy. Come on up, Jesse.
Jesse Griffiths, the tree board, village. I noticed later in the agenda tonight, we're talking about Hammond Park maintenance and budget line, or a budget item for this year to do specific pruning and maintenance and health care for those older trees in the park. And what I would like to request or hope for is that we get Hamlin Park its own dedicated line item in the budget, rather than just have to come back to you every year and request individual.
That's right. So I put a dedicated line item in the budget,
Okay.
so we're already good.
Okay.
Going forward, we'll have that there, there'll be
And then we can
funds.
fight over how much is in it. But put a line item there.
It's $1 million, of course.
You know.
Now, we'll have a line item there for funds for regular tree maintenance. And then the stuff you're talking about at Hamlin Park, that we're going to touch on in a little bit, is kind of one-time funds that we're going to be applying
Yep.
for aeration of the roots near the playground where the kids are compacting everything,
Yeah.
and some of the safety stuff so the branches don't fall on anybody.
Yeah, there was, I don't know if you've seen the pictures yet, but there was a branch of significant size that fell off on
Right.
Prospect.
That's exactly what we're,
Last week, so.
exactly what we're going to address.
That was great. That's great. Jeff mentioned maintaining newly planted trees. Is that something that we can count on, ongoing? We want to make sure that that's something we can.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's going to get done like, I would like to plan around every April, May, that area.
Okay.
So-
Make sure that it's going to be something that
Yep,
we can count on every year.
every year.
Okay, perfect. All right, thanks.
Yeah, and don't forget, we got the GIS program at 75% completed, right? So we
Yeah,
have.
I'd like to get to the other 25% there.
Yeah, we hired a guy
coming.
to go around all summer and basically inventory all the trees in the public right away, the kind of tree, the size of the tree, the location, and so that way we can easily, know what we're working with, and if you get another emerald ash borer type situation, we inoculate the 103 emerald ash borers we have in the village right away now, every 3 years, I believe it is, and so, who knows, right? The next invasive thing to come along that we need to address, we'll be much better equipped to handle it by getting in front of it.
Yep, hopefully so. Hopefully we can improve upon that stuff going forward.
Yep.
Like I say, I've looked at the village GIS website right now, and the tree data is on there. If you are a GIS guy and know how to find it, it's not really suitable for public
Right.
consumption.
Not complete yet, but
It's, it would be scary. for
Yeah.
Any normal human to do.
what do you think, Jeff and Shane? Do you think we're going to be able to finish it up in the spring or the summer, or?
Yeah, I think by midsummer we'll have it done, and I'm still working with them to get the website a little easier to manage.
Yeah, we need non-GIS people to be able to. I can do it for years. The only other concern that I had about that is that the data that's on there is really out of date. And we talked about having somebody come through last year and update some of that inventory himself. I guess what I would like to know is whether or not we will be able to get an arborist to, put the ISA stamp of approval on that inventory. A lot of the grants that we might otherwise be eligible for require that tree inventories, tree management plans be performed by professionals, not volunteers or even, an intern. So maybe we need to make sure that we get Jared or somebody else to at least look at the output of that and basically get their stamp of approval on it so that it's suitable for getting grants later. Right? Okay. All
Thanks,
right.
Jesse.
Yep.
Holly?
Hi, Holly Maciejewski, 218 Center Street, East Aurora. Thank you both very much. We really appreciate everything that you did, and it's been so much fun coming here. But anyway, that's not what I wanted to ask about. Mayor, when you came to my house about a signature, and I said I hadn't kept up on the tree things, I was being perfectly honest, I had not. So I have questions about it. I tried to educate myself by listening to the past board meetings, and then I listened to the forum, the League of Women Voters Forum. So at that point, a couple of the things that you said, I just want to make sure or know that have happened. So we had an agreement with NYSEG to meet every month as far as to plan on the trees and everything like that. Has there been a meeting since November 4th with NYSEG?
Shane, have you met with NYSEG?
I have not. I just heard back from them the end of last week, and we have a tentative phone call on Monday next month.
Okay, haven't met? Okay. I was just curious if that was going on. And then the other thing I was going to ask about, in the forum, you said that we had our signed agreement. And a couple of things, do we have the signed agreement, number one?
No, we have.
I don't know, we're working on that, Holly.
Okay, so,
Yeah. I think we agreed to terms, but we needed the lawyers to write it up, I believe, yeah.
oh, okay. At the forum, you said it was signed, I
I don't know,
thought.
Holly, don't make this political.
Well, no,
This is-
I'm not making
Yeah,
it political
sure,
at all. I'm
sure.
trying to find
Okay.
out what's going on.
All right, yeah.
And the last
We have our
thing-
agreement, we've come to terms with NYSEG, and we're.
Yeah, but it's not
we're
signed
vetting.
yet.
We're
I
vetting.
mean, it's been so many months. I just want to know where it stands.
They apparently are very busy people and
I bet.
aren't real, easily to get over.
Less responsive than we'd like.
Right, okay. Well, I think we can demand that, but that's my thoughts on it. And this is totally not political. I just really want to make that clear. I'm still about the trees, like I have been for the past year. And the last thing with that about NYSEG is it wasn't mentioned at the candidates forum, and I haven't heard it mentioned at any of the meetings, is they were supposed to make some kind of a financial restitution, or I don't know what the official word is for us, the last I had heard and the last I had read, to take care of damages, to take care of costs to our village. Has any of that been addressed?
And before anyone answers, we've been keeping everyone except for the board members speaking their official capacity at 2 minutes. So we're over that, so we'll just leave this as last question. Thank you.
Okay.
Shane, any update on?
And there's other times to speak.
Okay, do you want me to ask that question next time?
No, this is fine. No,
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to keep everybody on the same thing because we got a full house.
Okay,
No, we have not heard.
Okay.
Final on that.
okay. That's all my questions. Thank you very much.
Anyone else like to speak? All right, that closes our first speakers in communications. Can I get a motion to open a public hearing to consider a moratorium on the development of any self-storage facilities at 7:15 PM?
So moved.
Moved by Kristen, second.
I'll second.
Second by Jeff. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. All right. Let's see, Joe, code, who wants to speak first? Liz?
This moratorium has been requested by members of the Planning Commission. They're concerned about the use of in the village, we're only allowed to place self-storage facilities in our manufacturing districts, which are fairly limited. And when the last self-storage facility went in over on Commerce Way, they felt that there were members that felt that this was not the best and highest use of a manufacturing parcel. And so they would like to put a moratorium in place in order to reevaluate this type of use within the village entirely.
Very good. Anyone from the public want to speak on this topic? All right. Can I get a motion to close the public hearing at 7:16 PM?
So moved.
Moved by Steve, second.
Second.
Second by Grace. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Public hearing is closed. Moving on to official considerations, can I get a motion to consider approving the temporary use permit for Heart of Music Festival, June 13th, 2026, from 3 p.m. to 12 p.m., pending an approval certificate of liability insurance to the clerk at least 1 month prior, and the approved Part 18 paperwork from Erie County to the clerk by noon on the Friday before the event?
I'd like to amend that and make a motion.
We got a
but
motion to get it on the table. I think.
I'll make the motion, but with an amended.
Sure.
I'll second that motion with,
What's your
Well,
amendment?
you've got to amend it first.
The amendment would be not to 12. The rink, the way that the application read was that the rink was to stay open till 11 and then close at midnight, and everyone else an hour before that. I'd like to push that forward or back, however you want to call it, to the rink closing at 10 and people out of there by 11, and then the rest of an hour prior to that, the rest of the event. And the reason for my thought on that is I spoke to board members, the rink, and they were not even considering staying open to 11. They all prefer the 10 o'clock stop. I spoke to 2 different board members at the AIA.
The AIA folks you talked to said they wanted to close at
10-ish.
10?
Yep.
And the
Because they
application
didn't want to
has
stay
them
till
going-
midnight cleaning up either, or past midnight.
So I guess what are the time
Wait, we gotta
parameters?
second
Can we make the motion first?
we don't even have the motion on. the table.
Let me just hold on. So just to clarify your motion, is a motion to either approve or disapprove, so I think you had approved.
Yep.
And you want to change start time, so it's a motion.
Start and
to
finish.
approve, but with the conditions that the start time change from blank and then the end time be blank.
Correct.
Okay, so what?
And the start time as early as 1 o'clock, and end time for the rink 10, and all the other venues 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we talked last time, just to clarify, that we would start at 1.
Correct.
All the other venues would stop music at 9. and
Correct.
Close at 10. The rink would stop music at 10 and close at 11.
Precisely.
Yep.
But it's 9 to 10 now, not 11.
Well, no, it's 9
So
to 10
what
closed.
they're saying is
Yep, no.
1 to 9 at all the venues.
With the exception.
And then they close
Oh,
at 10 o'clock, but the rink is 1 to 10, closing at 11. Is that right?
That's
I get that
that's
wrong?
my
Second that
proposal.
motion.
That's my motion.
That's Steve's motion, seconded by Jeff.
Sorry to put you guys through.
No,
but I
it's
just wanna
good.
make sure it's clear for the
You want to get it
No,
right?
you're good.
That's why you're up here.
And I second that motion.
Okay, so moved by Steve as amended, second by Jeff as amended. Further discussion from the board? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. I get a motion to consider approving a temporary use permit for Peggy Cook Aurora Ice Association Incorporated for the East Aurora Classic Market, 115 Riley Street, from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Wednesdays and Saturdays from May until November.
So move.
Moved by Steve, second.
Second.
Second by Molly.
Or Ernie, whichever.
I'm going to go with Molly.
Go with Molly.
All right, moved by Steve, second by Molly. Further discussion. This, I believe, is different. Well, go ahead, what were you going to say?
No, go ahead. I'll let
I was
you.
going to say, this is different because it says they're going to be selling alcohol.
No, well, yes. I discussed that with Peggy as well. She was one of the board members of the AIA I called today, and that what they want to do, there's a guy that makes mead, and he wants to be able to do a little 1 ounce tasting, and then you pick what you like and you can buy a bottle of it.
So,
And if we move it forward, would it be legal or appropriate to say we move forward with it on the stipulation that whoever is doing that has all the licensing necessary?
rules?
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I mean,
The way that the application is right now, it would let anybody sell alcohol. So if you only want to do tastings, you would need to make that part of the condition of it, is that it's only tastings. Because right now, anybody.
Well, no, you got to
can come in-
sell it too.
Well, you can sell the bottles of alcohol, but you can't sell it for consumption, I guess.
You're not selling it to, it's a tasting free. So you taste it, then you
I
buy what you
understand, but the
want.
way they have it in there is alcohol, so I could have a truck come in with alcohol and sell alcohol to people.
That is not their intent.
Yeah, the application
Might not be
is
their
wide open.
intention, but it's how.
So may
We'd
we,
have to
may we
clarify.
make a motion to clarify that and stipulate that they can't do
You're allowed to
that?
give tastings and sell alcohol for
Bottled,
consumption.
not for consumption on site.
So the short version is just like we did for the times. You make the conditions as you see fit, as you understand them, and close the loop as much as you would like to keep them within those parameters, and that'll correct
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm-
application, 'cause that's your form, it's not governmental. It's not a
Gotcha.
SLA form.
All right, so how would I word that then, to make it,
If,
so I want
Right
to
here.
allow them to do tastings and sell bottled alcohol, not with the intent of consumption on site.
yeah, so be a motion to approve with those two conditions, and the third, just to be clear, that they get all proper.
The legal-
From SLA and any other government agency required. This is the.
Now, do I have to repeat that, or can I just say ditto? Okay, I'd like to make a motion to allow this to move forward, and providing they can give tastings, sell bottled alcohol, not for consumption on site, providing they have all proper approvals from state authorities. How'd that go?
State, yep, perfect.
All right, this,
Wait.
so give tastings,
I
sell
have it,
sealed
I have it.
alcohol for consumption on site
Let me just read it.
Do I need
per
to second
SLA
that?
approvals.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. So I'm seconding what Steve said.
You're
for
seconding the
tastings.
amended motion. Very good, very good. Any other discussion from the board? I think that's a perfect clarification, right? I mean, it's
That's the
7
only
to
thing
1.
holding it up,
You don't
right?
need to be walking
Right.
around drinking, red Solo cups full of beer at this. This is
No, no,
perfect.
no, no, no.
Give
No, it's not
tastings
what
to
they-
me,
they don't
and then-
want that either.
No,
That's
and I
not
remember
their
talking to
intent.
the guy,
You
and
do
he
it next
said, he's
door
like,
if
we'd
you
like to be able to give tastings out, so this is perfect.
Yeah.
Right?
As long as it's not a tasting, like we've had other applicants come here and they say, we're just going to do tastings, and it turns out to be pint tastings.
No.
We've had that happen.
Do you want
Well,
to clarify how many?
No, no, I don't think we need to.
If he's giving it away, he's not.
He's
gonna give
not,
out 10
exactly.
mead.
The guy's gonna have one open bottle and give you a little taste and say, there you go. He's not gonna give away his
He'll be out of
product.
business in
Yeah.
3 Saturdays.
Well, and,
I don't find the need for that.
and if they were to do anything super crazy, we'd bring them back in here and say, okay, come on, let's have a talk.
Good point, good point. All right, so moved by Steve as amended, second by Molly as amended. Any other discussion from the board? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved? All right, the second one also had that box checked. Is that for the exact same reason? Had the sell alcohol box checked.
For Jamie Dingle?
Oh, thank you.
Perfect.
So, can I get a motion to consider approving a temporary use permit for Jamie Dingro, East Aurora Farmers Market, 115 Riley Street, from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Wednesdays and Saturdays from May until November? And do you want to make the same?
Stipulations?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So, motion by
Oh,
Steve with
oh,
the
I
same
just made
amendment?
that motion?
Yeah.
I think you did.
I was just talking out loud, but sure,
Just talking out loud, were you?
I did. In a public forum on a microphone.
Second?
Second.
Second by Kristen. Further discussion? So moved by Steve as amended per the previous temporary use permit, and seconded by Kristen as amended. Any other discussion from the board? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved? Can I get a motion to consider approving a temporary use permit for Jerica Hinman, Hometown Market EA, 54 Elm Street and 644 Oakwood, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. monthly on Thursdays and Sundays from May to October?
So moved.
Moved by Jeff, second by Ernie.
Just wanted to get in there before Steve did.
Sorry, guys.
Hogging all the motions.
I'll be quiet.
All right, moved by Jeff, second by Ernie. You know what, why don't you come up into the microphone, give us your name and address, then it's all on the record, right, especially for folks who can't be here.
I'm Jerica Hinman, and it's going to be 4 to 7 on Thursdays in the General O'Reilly House garden area, about 6 to 7 vendors. So it won't be like closing the parking lot at Left Coast on Sundays. So it's like a little different.
Okay. What's your alcohol situation, Jerica?
Right now?
I'm not drunk. I actually haven't drank in 9 days. I'm doing dry 30 days. But I'm good. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah. So not selling alcohol, but people will be allowed to bring the alcohol, which is the
Well,
village.
John O'Reilly House has a
Yeah,
is
on
a
their
bar,
property,
and then
sure.
Left Coast is a bar as well.
Yep.
So it's their bars, so I have nothing to do with that.
Thanks for coming to this meeting sober.
Oh, yeah.
We
Oh,
appreciate it.
welcome. So glad. Do you guys need anything else?
Anybody have any other questions for the applicant?
No.
No. Thanks for the clarification. All right, so Jeff, is your motion amended per Jerica's comments on the
Yes.
hours?
Yes.
And Ernie,
Yes,
you second with that amendment?
I will second with the amendment.
Any other discussion from the board? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved? Congratulations. Can I get a motion to consider approving a peddler solicitor permit for Michael Yohe to operate a horse-drawn carriage?
So moved.
Moved by Kristen, second.
Second.
Second by Steve. Further discussion? Michael? Is he here?
He's not.
He's
here.
not.
We have not had any.
He has come like every single year for this,
He comes
and there's
every-
never an issue.
Every 3 months he comes for
Yeah.
a permit.
Every
So
3
this
months.
guy is really
There's
good.
never an issue. He's great, so we'll give him a pass. Moved by Kristen, second by Steve. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Approved? Can I get a motion to consider referring to the Planning Commission on April 7, 2026, the site plan application from Roger Andrews of Sester Properties at 47 Elm Street to revitalize the existing lot into a multi-use commercial retail and office building?
So moved.
Moved by Kristen, second.
Second.
Second by Grace. Further discussion? That'd be an interesting use of that location. It'd be good. Something,
They
get
gave
something
us
going there.
ZBA. They gave a nice presentation. to the
Yeah,
ZBA.
I heard. That's great. All right, moved by Kristen, second by Grace. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved? Can I get a motion to, I, Mayor Mercurio, do appoint Joshua Best to replace Ray Burns on the Historic Preservation Commission for the term to expire April 5th, 2027, pursuant to the Village Code, Chapter 156. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved? Thank you to Joshua. Are you here? I haven't met him. Kurt, he's not here, is he? Okay. All right. We always appreciate people like Ray Burns for spending his time on that, time and efforts, and all his free time to come in the evenings and do all his homework. And so we appreciate him and the new guy who's stepping up and doing his part as a village resident. A lot of this village government is run by volunteers who help out, so we really do need those folks, and we thank them. Can I get a motion to consider setting a public hearing on April 20th, 2026 for a special use permit application for Aaron Redding and Zachary Goodrich at 533 Prospect Ave for a detached garage ADU?
So moved.
Moved by Grace, second by Steve. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Public hearing is set. Can I get a motion to consider setting a public hearing for April 20th, 2026 for a special use permit application from James Bolioli of Benderson Development for 5 Below at 123 Gray Street? The proposal is for staging merchandise outside of their storefront.
So moved.
Moved by Steve, second.
Second.
Second by Jeff. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Can I get a motion for permission for the mayor to sign an MOU with the PBA?
So moved.
Moved by Kristen, second.
Second.
Second by Jeff. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Can I get a motion to consider approving budget modifications for the 2025-2026 fiscal year?
So moved.
Moved by Molly, second. I know if
Second.
I look at Grace long enough, she'll second something.
I'll second.
All right, second by Kristen. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved? Can I get a motion to consider permission to advertise for the request for proposal, the RFP for the feasibility study once the documents are ready?
Wait, what?
Wait,
Wait, well, you
we
jumped-
skipped ahead.
You jumped around there.
We are on L.
You need L and M first.
Sorry, this is my first meeting.
We just did
I
K.
did the budget modifications.
We're doing-
Oh,
we still have to do
I crossed out budget adjustments.
Yeah.
All right, we can get through this. Can I get a motion to consider approving the use of the village arborist for tree care at Hamlin Park? This work includes pruning, 60,000 trees.
Oh, no, you don't need to say that.
All right. This work includes pruning and general care.
So moved.
So,
So many little
Gotta
notations
give
on
it
my
to Molly.
agenda.
You got it.
Molly,
Yes.
and second was?
Grace.
That's fine, you can
Grace.
have it.
All right, further discussion. All those in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Can I get a motion considering approving budget adjustments for the 2025-2026 fiscal year?
So moved.
Moved by Kristen, second.
Second?
Second by Jeff. Further discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Now, can I get a motion to consider giving permission to advertise for the request for proposal for the feasibility study once the documents are ready?
So moved.
Moved by Steve, second.
Second.
Second by Ernie. Further discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Can I get a motion to consider permission for the mayor to sign an agreement with AMR for emergency medical services?
Motion.
Moved by Jeff, second.
Second.
Second by Steve. Further discussion. This is a recent addition. We just got it in from AMR. Shane, do you want to just
Yeah,
let everybody know what we're talking about?
The only thing changing is instead of using the adjusted
CPI.
increase in the prior contract, they just want to do a flat 3% increase each year. So everybody was happy with it. Somebody else is signing the same agreement that we are, and they were happy with it, so.
No exposure, no gray area with a sliding scale or anything. It's a
No,
straight
no,
3%
it's
for 5
easier
years.
to budget for,
for coverage.
and just about the same, I think.
Good. Any other discussion from the board? Was it moved by Jeff, second by Steve? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved? No old business, no new business. Speakers and communications, second. Anybody want to speak? Second and last chance.
And I'll specify again, 2 minutes, and if you're the head of one of the sub-boards and you're speaking in your official capacity, I will give you slightly more flexibility in order to present to the public, but I try to keep everyone with the group this large to the 2 minutes. Thank you.
Anyone? Miss? Mrs. Ms.
I'm Suzanne Mercurio, 129 Center Street. And I just wanted to take a moment to thank everybody on the board, the trustees, Liz and Shane, Pat and Jeff, Maureen, and everybody in the village offices. Thank you for all you do for making this the best village in East Aurora. Best wishes to Molly and Grace. We're going to miss you here in the offices. But Pete, I especially want to thank you for making East Aurora a wonderful place that we raised our family. And I'm very proud of everything you've done. Love you.
My pleasure. Isn't this? I didn't know that was going to happen. Yeah. All right, anybody else want to speak? Who wants to follow that up? All right, that ends our second speakers in communications. Department head report. Patrick.
Department, our new officer started today, so he's up and running. The 3 part-time dispatchers that you approved not too long ago are continuing their training and progressing along. We're quite happy with their progress. I landed myself on the Erie Crime Analysis Board, which is an interesting board to be on. The DPW, I want to thank them. They've been working hard on days when it's not snowing, doing a lot of painting, sprucing things up at the police department. Officers have been attending trainings, specifically mental health and drug-involved death investigations. It's just kind of a public address that today begins the burn ban imposed by the DEC. It starts today and ends May 14th. That includes the village and the town. So no burning brush until May 14th. And then after that, follow whatever village codes. And then I did have a chance in the last week to visit both cannabis shops in town and just checked what they agreed to, the security footage, their security, and both shops seem to be doing well and well operated. So happy with that. And a lot of questions about the camera trailer that's been on Main Street this winter. That's where its home has been for the winter, and we've actually utilized it quite a few times. And it's a great asset to have, and we look forward to moving it back to Hamlin Park when the weather allows. That's all I have.
Very good. Thank you, Chief. Jeffrey?
We've been chipping brush early with all the storm damage,
Feel free to put your brush out. Also, we've been cold patching. We opened up yard waste on Fridays from 7 to 2. If you have leaves or whatever, you can bring it bagged in paper bags and drop it off down at the yard. This past week, I met with Lucas from Parkitects to get going on the playground for the grant that's coming up in May for New Year NY Plays. He's going to give us a little layout, some designs and stuff to look at. He's going to come to the next Hamlin Park committee meeting as well. He noted that the grant that we won for the walkways will definitely help for the playground grant.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's great.
So it's a big plus.
When's that meeting? Do you know when the Hamlin Park meeting is?
April 14th.
I get an
I
alert.
wrote it down. April
They do it
14th.
before.
That's great, Jeff. How did you do with all the branches falling and everything with the wind?
Actually,
know
last
Spectrum went
night
out
we
for a
didn't have
while.
much. It
Yeah.
was just a couple, one on Linden, one on South Willow by the cemetery, and just a bunch of little stuff. Nothing too crazy. But I know people have had a lot of brush out this past winter coming down, so we decided to start chipping early.
Good idea. Very thoughtful.
That's it.
All right. Thank you, Jeff. Anyone from fire here? Nope. All right. Code? Elizabeth Cassidy?
Every year I have to report to the Department of State the activities of my office. I have to send that report in by April 1st. I have completed that and it's been submitted. I will bring that to your next board meeting along with a cover sheet of like what we've done permit-wise, inspection-wise, things like that, and just for your review for next meeting. And that's it.
Very good. Thank you, Liz. Shane?
nothing further.
Maureen? Maureen?
All right,
Take as long as you need.
the budget is ready. I'm giving you all the budget. I have it to 1.94% increase. That took a lot to get it down there.
Nice.
Also is the capital plan. So the capital plan from the capital committee is there. You will now have that. It will be posted on our website tomorrow. And let's see, that's for everybody. Okay. It'll be on the website tomorrow, both the capital plan and the budget. You guys will be having your public hearing on April 6th to review that, to go through both items. So I'm sure he'll have questions and stuff between now and then. Feel free to contact me if you have questions between now and then. We also got our fiscal stress monitoring scores 2 days ago or something like that.
How are they, Maureen?
We have our environmental score, which we really don't have a lot of control over, is a 10, which means we have no designation, which is good. You have to be at least at 44.9 to have a designation.
And that's a bad thing, once you have a designation, correct?
Once you
Just
have
so
a
people
designation, it would be a bad thing. So we're very good.
We're
I mean,
great.
we are very good. So our environmental is a 10, and The majority of it comes from the fact that our population has dropped, which that's happening. Some families are smaller than they used to be. And then the other points are because most of our residents are under 18 and over 65. And then our general score is an 8.3. And we did that it's because we plan on our spending. So
Nicely done.
there we go.
Do you get that annually?
Yes, we do.
What did you have last year?
We had a 6.67 and a 10.
So you start getting worried when it gets near 40, and we basically kept it nowhere close.
I would be throwing a fit if we were at 25. So.
So that's good news.
Thank you, Marie.
Yep.
Yeah, great.
You're awesome.
Thanks to all the department heads who kept their budgets tight and worked with the board. We were here on Saturday, grinding through every line item, and thanks to all the trustees who were all here and going through it in detail, did their homework, and questioned everything. And for Maureen for tying it all up tight and keeping our fiscal stress score low.
Yeah.
That's
My
a good
last
thing.
thing is I'm getting ready for the election, which is Wednesday, noon to 9 p.m. at the Municipal Center. It'll be up here in the conference room as usual.
Very good. Stephen?
We, park committee met, and we have plans to hopefully revamp the playground at Hamlin, and we discussed a couple of different ideas, one of which was some grants and also public fundraising, perhaps starting a nonprofit associated with the Hamlin Park and doing fundraising because something as substantial as that is not cheap, and it would really throw our budget out the window if we tried to just plop something down there. So we're trying to do it with multiple income streams, so to speak.
The average playground costs about $700,000.
Yeah.
There was a playground that was shown on social media that we should have a playground similar. It was at the Orchard Park, South Davis Elementary School, as part of the Orchard Park School District. It's a $2 million playground, and that's something that we just can't, in good conscience, pass that on to the taxpayers. It's just too big a bite, too big a tax increase to fund that sort of playground. So we're going to try to smart about it.
25% of our budget in 1 year.
Yeah, 25% of our budget in 1 year. So we're going to try to be smart about it as we have been. Thanks to Jeff Stoll for doing the research and finding the parts to fix last summer, to fix the playground equipment that was broken. The original playground equipment was donated by Fisher-Price. They're no longer involved. And Jeff did some outstanding sleuthing to get the equipment back up. So now what we want to do is gradually add additional quality enhancements and additional equipment to make the playground better. Parkdale School, by the way, is also building a playground. They're building a brand-new playground, so the other end of town. Sorry to interrupt, Steve.
Oh, no, that's...
The only reason I'm talking is we are both...
We co-chair that.
Co-chair the Parks Committee.
So, yes, thank you. And so we're going to try to be aggressive with that this year, and hopefully it'll all come together. And other than that...
Talking with Maine and Hamlin's owners a good 6-8 months ago about starting a public-private partnership. They want to be big contributors to it, and so that'll be a good way to get us a high-quality, world-class playground for the kids, right? That we can afford with some taxpayer money, as well as a lot of private donations.
It'll probably be a lot of the businesses, and that was what was discussed. Is we don't have a plan, an exact plan yet, but just we are spitballing, and hopefully a lot of the local businesses will participate, and we can come up with a program that works. And that's all I have, other than get out and vote.
Thanks, Steve. Kristen.
I was reading something recently about data centers. I know there's a community out near Ithaca that banned them outright. There are a bunch of communities with moratoriums. New York State's considering a moratorium, but it hasn't passed yet. Is that something we should address? I don't know. I'm sure that there's nothing in our code explicitly allowing them. Are they explicitly forbidden, or is that a step we would have to take?
The code does say that if it's not stated, it's not allowed.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wanted to make sure.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to address it sooner rather than later to see if it's something that especially if we're waiting on the state to do something.
That's why I wanted to check now before something goes crazy. That's, I mean, beyond the electricity usage and the water consumption, it also emits a loud hum that bothers residents, so none of that is stuff we need here.
No, let's definitely look at that. Good call, Kristen. Good idea. Thank you. Anything else?
No, I'll just echo Steve, come out and vote.
Ernie?
So Molly and Grace, I've really enjoyed working with both of you. Your kindness, your intelligence, you've been wonderful to work with. I have nothing but good things to say about it. I really will miss you on the board. As for this guy over here, having gotten to know Pete for the last 20 years, we had to sit next to each other our first few years, and it worked out. We ended up liking each other, but we did not care for each other after our initial run. We were the enemy, and I got it all wrong. I learned. I smartened up, but
we worked through it.
But there's a lot of things.
Loved you, Ernie.
So here's where I get here's where I get a little mushy. But there's a lot of things people don't know about Pete, and there's a lot of kind things that I just actually found out. I'm not going to mention what they are, but just going door to door, talking to people, stories started coming up about the things he's done, the kind things he's done for people that I didn't even know about. And there are other things I know about that he's done over time, and it's very impressive. His character, his kindness. And he doesn't advertise it, so I'm not going to get specific, but I just think there's a lot more to Pete than people realize, and he's fully vested in our community. He cares about it. He has no agenda. This is not a stepping stone. He has no higher aspirations. He just wants, as the rest of us, right? He wants to serve his community and take care of this town and do what's right for our community. Keep taxes low, right? 1.94% tax increase for the year is amazing with everything that's going on. So he always does his best and he cares. And I consider him a very good friend now. He's a wonderful person. So keep that in mind as you get out and vote on Wednesday. That's all I have to say.
Very sweet. Thank you.
I can get warm fuzzy sometimes.
Yeah, you can. Usually you're a hard ass, but today.
I'm not even married to you either. Yeah.
Jeffrey?
I would just like to say thank you for serving on the board, and it's been a pleasure working with you the last 2 years. You certainly will be missed. I enjoy listening to your decision-making processes and then how you end up voting with proper information, being informed. And Ernie, I would say that the reason we don't know those things about Pete is because he's genuine and authentic and is compassionate for people and does the right things for people and specifically for this village. So, Pete, thank you. Get out and vote. Have a good night.
Steve, Kristen, do you guys want to add anything before I go to Molly and?
Well,
I mean, about these
I'd
two.
be remiss if I didn't say
About
we'll
these
miss
two.
you, and I've enjoyed our time on the board.
It's good, all right. Am I supposed to go?
I'm going to go third last, so you two can go last. I just want to say I really appreciate both of you, and it's like kind of like Ernie said, right? You got to kind of figure the person out after a while. And Grace's analytical precision, all the homework you do on everything, and you come in with like perspectives that no one else sees, and I really appreciated that. And Molly is just all heart. Her love for the village is so evident in all her decisions. So I really appreciate working with both of you. It's been awesome. And Ernie too. Ernie's great. We'll see you in a couple weeks, Ernie.
Well,
Right.
such a love fest tonight.
It is.
Right?
Yeah. We're all gonna hug.
No.
Molly?
Yeah, no, I just want to say thanks. This has been great, and I've just enjoyed it so much. Meeting all sorts of new people that I didn't know before. It's been an honor, and I'm looking forward to going back to volunteering. Much less hassle for me, but I know that the village is in good hands with all of you, staff and elected officials, so thank you so much.
My turn?
Grace?
Well, it has been very fun serving with you guys. Pete, I didn't know you before, and now I know you. You're a ball. You're a joy to work with. You really can smooth things over when they need to be, when they get testy, and it's been nice to see. Everybody else here, I didn't really know any of you guys before except for Steve, and it's been really great getting to know you guys. And while the tree board is mostly here, thank you guys for all of your dedication and your passion and your love for this village and the trees. My time out here is done now, but maybe not forever, so you never know what can happen in the future.
Nice.
That's right. That's right. Very good. Thank you, Grace. All right. Can I get a motion to adjourn at 7:51 PM?
So moved.
Moved by Steve, second.
Second.
Second by Grace. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for coming.